Ah, yes, the majestic underwater blob, a sentient beanbag chair living its best life at the bottom of the ocean. Sure, it's got that luxury seashell real estate vibe going on, but make no mistake, being this oceanic loaf, absolute nightmare. You're born as plankton. Congrats! You're basically microscopic ocean snot, just vibing in the water, praying you don't become someone's lunch. Sharks, munch. Jellyfish, slurp. Tiny fish, snack attack. Other plankton, oh, they'll eat you too. Zero loyalty in the goo crew. Your existence is less life and more all-you-can-eat buffet, starring you. If, by some miracle, you don't become lunch, you eventually settle on the ocean floor. And that's it. Wherever you land, that's your zip code now. No moving across the reef for better vibes. You're locked in, like a bad timeshare agreement, but wetter. Welcome to adulthood. In clam years, that means you've officially evolved into a motionless, oversized lasagna tray. Mobility? Not a chance. Life choices? Think again. Your grand mission is to open your shell at a pace that makes snails look like Olympic sprinters, all while filtering water like a caffeine-addicted coffee machine on its last nerve. Did you dream of exploring coral reefs or attending underwater dance parties with dolphins? Too bad. Your life is now a never-ending staring contest with sand. You're not just a mollusk. You're nature's attempt at aquatic Tupperware, the cheap kind that flaps open every few moments. So where'd you end up? Hopefully it wasn't next to a sewage pipe, under a boat propeller, or worse, right in the perfect shot for a bunch of underwater tourists who can't resist poking you for TikTok clout, because clams are apparently true influencers. And then there's the foot traffic. Divers love stepping on things. Snorkelers think you're a rock. Fish like to drop things in you. And crabs will squat on your back like you're public property. At this point, you're not just a living creature, you're ocean furniture. Your main pastime? Filtering algae and microfoods from the water. Sounds peaceful, right? Nope. Every gulp could be your last, because you never know what you're pulling in. Poison, plastic, Karen's sunscreen. Every meal is a game of Russian roulette, but with plankton. And let's not pretend opening and closing your shell is some thrilling ability. It's slow, awkward, and kind of embarrassing. You can't even clap back at someone annoying. You just sit there, flapping in slow motion, like you're trying to say, "Please leave me alone," in Morse code. Choosing a bad spot is a life sentence. No reset button, no roommate, and no refund. You're a permanent resident of the Ocean Floor HOA, and no, the amenities are not worth the dues. Your neighbors? Probably sea cucumbers, who poops through their face. Imagine spending eternity next to a squishy sausage that breathes, eats, and poops through the same hole. It's not just unsanitary, it's personal. And if it's not sea cucumbers, it's sponges. Not the cute, friendly kind that live in a pineapple under the sea. No, we're talking about waterlogged bricks that just sit, absorb things, and occasionally host mold. As a giant clam, your idea of socializing is, well, non-existent. You can't move. You can't party. You might as well not exist. Even when someone does stop by and lets you feel noticed, it's usually by accident. Want to vent to someone? Good luck. No face, no voice, just endless eternal screaming, echoing between your vows. Your social circle? It's mostly barnacles, and they're the clingy type. Once they attach, they're not going anywhere. They don't talk, they don't help, and they're always mooching off your flow. Congratulations, you've inherited parasites, without the joy of a pet. It's not just that your social life is non-existent. It's that everyone else is out here thriving. The dolphins are cracking jokes. The eels are sliding into DMs. The octopus is having mood swings that match its color palette. And there you are, just a 2-ton shell, quietly nailing the role of a passive-aggressive garage door. Even plankton have better parties than you. They get swept up in currents, hang out in massive blooms, and glow in the dark. Meanwhile, your idea of fun is closing your shell slightly faster than usual because you felt something touch you. So if you're looking for community, conversation, and companionship, being a giant clam isn't it. You're not just lonely, you're ocean floor invisible. A living shell with FOMO, and no way to scratch it. Reproduction? Oh boy. Get ready for the sexiest biological process imaginable. Broadcasting spawning. You just release your stuff into the water and hope it bumps into someone else's stuff. It's like dating, by throwing confetti into a hurricane, and praying it lands in the right person's drink. No candlelight, no music, no awkward flirting, just biological chaos. Imagine a dating app where everyone swipes at the same time, and blindfolded. That's your love life. And to make it even weirder, you change genders during your life. Yep, you start out as male and eventually become female. Talk about plot twists. Imagine waking up one day like, well, guess I'm the egg donor now. There's no guarantee your romantic particles will ever meet anyone else's. Ocean currents, predators, pollution, everything is working against your love life. Your chances of successful reproduction are about as high as finding true love at a gas station. But if it actually works, congratulations. You'll never meet your kids, but there's still no affection. They'll drift off into the ocean, living their best plankton lives, while you stay stuck in your shell, waving goodbye by opening half an inch. And let's not forget the timing. If it's not the right time of year, or the moon's in a bad mood, you're SOL. Your love life is postponed, due to celestial scheduling conflicts. At best, reproduction is an anonymous miracle. At worst, it's an exercise in futility, while fish eat your gametes like it's a buffet. So romantic. Meanwhile, dolphins are bonding. Octopuses are doing weird but intimate rituals. And seahorses? Seahorses have dads giving birth. That's how far behind you are in the love game. And don't even get me started on predators. Starfish, they'll slowly pry you open and eat you alive. Humans, we turn you into soup, jewelry, or worse, an awkward beach souvenir. Hey look, a clam. Let's scoop it up and give it to Grandma. Your lifespan? Over 100 years. That's a century of doing absolutely nothing but sitting still and filtering water. You are basically a living Brita filter with anxiety. So, before you start dreaming of a life as a clam, remember this. You're not just a part of the ocean. You're a fixture in its eternal stillness. A silent observer of a world that moves while you remain locked in place. A century of filtering water, dodging predators, and waiting for a miracle. No romance, no adventure, no escape. Just you, your shell, and the infinite ocean, silently whispering, you missed out on everything.